I'll call the work session of mayor and council for the city of Snellville, Georgia, Monday, December 11th, 2023. The time is 6:30. We do have a quorum. Well, I don't know if all members are present or not.
You have a quorum, though.
Yeah.
We have a quorum. Dave's kind of in that. Is he a council member or isn't he?
We should have put his name tag by Mellow Mushroom.
All right, so first we'll go through the regular business meeting. For the invocation, we have a member, the chaplain for the Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority, Chaplain Kathy Harden will do the invocation. After that, if Dave's here, he'll call the meeting. He'll sit up on the dais when we call the meeting to order, and then after the invocation and the pledge, then Dave will step down and Norman will be administered the oath of office, and then he'll take that place.
Did you bring your Bible?
Yes.
Yay!
I do have one in my car this time. It's one of those tiny ones. No, it's actually a big one.
And then we'll have the Senior Center Volunteer of the Year Award, which is always fun. And then we'll approve the minutes. Under invited guest, we have Adelma Stamford Brown. She's also part of that Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority. And then we'll have a report from the Snellville Youth Commission. We'll do the approval of the agenda. Under new business, we'll have ratification of the election. Okay, so the provisional ballot was resolved.
Was counted
And so these are the proper numbers then.
on your agenda, yes.
So I'll read those out. The proper numbers will be Norman Carter 749 and Catherine Hardrick 688. If that might be different than what's in the agenda.
It is.
And then we've got a couple of police vehicles to surplus. Oh, that's why I'm confused, okay. We have a police vehicle and then a park truck surplus. And then we'll have, award for the bid for the, engineering and architecture firm for the recreation center with, GMC. Does anybody have any questions on that?
We need to include a dollar amount in there, not in the motion.
It'll be
part of-
5.8% of total construction cost.
Yeah, so there's not a dollar amount
Okay, so-
specifically, it's gonna
so no.
be dependent, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I
So it'd
see the
be
SWAS budget thing, but that's
For,
not.
for a fee of 5.8 of,
But we really don't need to do that.
No, I
Okay,
don't think so.
No.
It's just really through the agreement.
okay.
Then on the IGA with the county for the second floor, the IGA contract we have with the county is between the city, leasing the property or that second floor for Thrive, and we're just assigning that lease to the DDA because really the DDA has the contract with Thrive. So this is just bridging the gap there. Any questions on that? And then we have the bid for resurfacing and paving for Carrie and Norman. Every year we put all our paving projects together and send out one bid for that. And E.R. Snell has gotten it this year.
Yay, good.
I don't think they even bid last year, did they? So it's nice to see them coming back with a bid and actually getting it.
I have a question about that. Do you know if that includes the repair of the road bed where it's starting to kind of wallow out there?
On Rockdale Circle?
On Rockdale Circle, It's about 200 yards in from the,
Down the bottom of the hill.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's deep patching and resurfacing.
Okay. Thank you.
And then we have, potentially, Dave,
Whoa.
There he is.
you've been promoted to the other end of the
You gotta be a
table.
place where you
Put
live
you
there.
down at the other head of the table.
And a cookie. And a water for you, but Gretchen's okay.
Oh, you will.
Just like that.
Just kidding.
So next we have item E, oh no, that's the resurfacing. Item F is for the traffic calming, the bid for the traffic calming, oops, sorry, my pen just broke. The traffic calming project on Tanglewood.
I have just a couple questions. I don't think this matters, but the agenda item summary said it was for sidewalk construction. Does that need to be clarified?
Yeah, it's not for sidewalk construction.
I
It's
know,
for
but
the-
that's what the agenda item summary
I'm
said.
gonna repurpose this for something else.
Yeah.
No, it's traffic calming islands.
Correct.
Yeah.
I didn't
It
know
says,
if that.
the one in the packet said,
It says traffic calming.
includes the construction of 8 traffic calming
Talking about
islands.
under the vote, it does say sidewalk, that's.
Oh, I see.
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry, yeah.
Yeah.
Traffic calming.
Okay. And then the other question I had was, who will be responsible for the maintenance and upkeep of those islands?
That would be the city.
The city?
Yeah. I mean,
This is,
you're
because it's all in the, it's all in the right of way.
Okay, I just wanted to clarify that.
Or we'll put it on Kurt and Gretchen's tab.
Yeah. Okay, those are my questions.
Any other questions there? But Backbone Infrastructure, if you remember, they're the ones that are doing the sidewalks on Skyline and Pinehurst. So they came in as low bid. Then our last item, item G, Jim Summerbell should give just a short presentation on this. But we have the draft comprehensive plan. And what we're approving, we're not approving the plan in this meeting. We're approving that we're allowing the plan to be sent to the Atlanta Regional Commission for their review and DCA for their review and comment. So this isn't the final plan. So if you want to, go ahead and let people be aware of it. The full draft is on the city's website, Snellville 2045, if you want to encourage people to go out and take a look
And comment.
and comment on it. There's still time to get comments in on that. And then we'll move to council reports and public comments.
Norman has to go first.
Yeah, he will be the newest one.
No pressure.
You got pretty big shoes to fill.
I think Carrie should go first. That's the tradition we had.
Carrie went first last time.
Well, legally, no.
Okay. Anybody have any questions on the regular meeting? Dave, like we've done before, you'll sit up on the dais to call the meeting to order.
Right.
After the invocation and the pledge, then you'll step down so that Norman can be sworn. Take his spot.
No wrestling at that point.
No
No wrestling.
There'll be some music when
Was that right? I want to wrestle with them.
Pomp and circumstances, you guys.
There you go.
Okay, any correspondence? Any city attorney's report?
No.
Update of ongoing projects?
Yeah, so if you refer to your project update here, starting with Town Center, construction progress. So the pavilion is nearing completion. There's just working on a punch list item now. There's some railing, that needs to go in. They've actually configured all the lighting properly. I need to send you all a picture, but they tested it out the other night, and the lighting, uplighting onto the tongue and groove there looks really good. We're going to put what you call a doghouse kind of structure over all the mechanical with the lights and all that, so that it blends in a little bit better with the surrounding area there. But they're moving along. It's looking good. They're doing a little bit of tree bark on the upper, I guess they're called branches, upper branches of the tree there right now. And hopefully by the end of this year, we'll be pretty much done.
So we could use it in February-ish?
Oh, absolutely.
If we had a Black History Month event
Absolutely.
for SYC?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Smith Built will pour the second floor of the market building tomorrow morning, early tomorrow morning at 3 o'clock. We won't be blocking any streets. It'll be on Snellville there, that's in the development, and I haven't heard otherwise that anything's going to stop them, so they'll be up early, bright and early, working on that. The proposed tenant with the market building has accepted the LOI terms, and we're working on moving forward with the lease terms with them right now. And once we get that LOI signed, then we'll be able to get the word out on who that is and continue moving that forward. Moving on to the sidewalk improvement. So the construction on Skyland is going well. Most of the sidewalk has already been constructed on the curb and gutter on I guess it'd be the north side of Skyland Drive there. They're working on the drainage section right now. That's on the south side of Skyland that will eventually connect to an existing culvert that goes under Springdale there and into that creek. The county has finished their water line upgrade on Pinehurst, and so we're talking with Backbone now on making that transition to Pinehurst to start working on some grading and some other areas to get that sidewalk installed as well. As far as just code enforcement and city and business cleanup, so you already know that the demo is complete on Rollins Street. We're working with the owners of the Primerica building to get that fenced off with some cameras. Johnny was out there a few days ago, and there hasn't been any illegal dumping for quite some time, but we still need to get some fencing up. They need to get some fencing up and some cameras and get that cleaned out. Have not heard anything yet from GDOT on when they're going to put the large tract out for bid yet, but we'll let you know when that happens. The mayor already talked about this, but just to reemphasize, it's on the agenda tonight. A resolution to send the draft plan to the ARC. So the ARC will do the regional review of our comprehensive plan. DCA will do the state review to make sure we're in compliance with what we need to be in compliance with in regards to the style and format of the plan. And then there'll be a review period where we can make some comments or make some changes if we need to. And then the council will approve the final draft in February that we will submit to DCA. And we'll maintain our qualified local government status, and then we'll just continue to work our plan as we have already. I don't think there's any updates, Chuck, on the lottery for the package sales.
No, just the lottery is delayed only until the appeal is resolved. As soon as the appeal is resolved, we'll be ready to go back forward with the lottery. But,
Okay.
so
Sounds good. Briscoe Park, so the maintenance building, they're working on the interiors now. So the building itself is up, all the exterior is done. The road that will lead to there and the parking has been struck, all that's done. So now it's just working on the interior. So there'll be an office there, kind of a conference room, and then a bathroom, and a kind of a mechanical room. So all that is being, drywall's going up. They're going to be painting it this week, working on some of the tiling next week for that space. So it's coming along. The schedule as it reads right now, that building will be complete in mid-January. We have a recommendation, obviously, for a contract with GMC that we talked about to design the community rec center. The plan would be for them to help us with the design, with the bid, and then the construction administration when we hire a contractor to help us actually get the building up off the ground and completed. Right now, in this stage, the design stage, the fee would be 5.88%. And that may change or fluctuate depending on kind of our budget and where we are as we work through the process with them. The idea would be once we approve this contract, we'd get through the holidays and beginning of next year, we would start the planning with GMC and get a schedule from them. We are working with the library, the library of the county legal team on getting the transfer of the library over to us. So if any of you want to go look at the old library, just let me know and we can set up a tour. I think Lisa went this week with her team to check it out.
They got a lot of stuff in there still.
Yeah.
Any good books?
Yeah.
And they're working on clearing
Go
them.
buy it.
Yeah. So hopefully in January we will take ownership of that building and of that space. North in Wisteria, there's just a handful left of right-of-way agreements and acquisitions that we have to get before we can put that out for bid. The goal is still, I think we said by Christmas, hopefully, to have all those in hand, and that's still the goal, moving towards that. Traffic calming initiatives, the mayor mentioned this as well. We're recommending that we award the bid to Backbone Infrastructure for the 8 traffic calming installation on Tanglewood. We have 5 bids, competitive firms, but Backbone is the one who ended up winning that bid. So depending on their availability, on kind of when they can get in, hopefully January, February we'll be out there working. The plan would be to have a pre-construction meeting with Backbone where we'd go out and look at the site, talk to homeowners where the traffic islands would be in front of their house to make sure they understand the impact to their yard and that sort of thing. We would do all of that before we actually start any construction on the project. So when we can get that on their schedule, we will begin that process. And that's all I have.
And that will be one of those things where the goal was to get one done. We'll get this done on Tanglewood and we'll take a look and see, we'll give it a period of months to see if it's made an impact, or how much of an impact it's made. And if it meets what we would like to see out there, then we can move forward and identify the other streets that we'd like to do. Yeah, that would be on my list too.
Absolutely.
And then, talk to homeowners and do essentially the same process. We go out there, have a community meeting out there in the neighborhood, let people ask questions and things like that. But this will be a good test case to see if it's gonna do what we hopes that it will. Okay, so that is that, and I do have one thing before we adjourn. I got my pen back together, thank you.
You gave me the broken one, didn't you?
That's probably your bottle broken again.
No.
I have a gift for all the council members.
Is Dave gonna cry?
Well, Dave doesn't get one, so.
Dave, boy, you get kicked to the
No, one of them's for you too.
How do the insurance influence people?
For the council members and for the city manager. This book has been around for eons.
I mastered it a long time ago.
No, well, really, there's a couple of places I was gonna highlight in yellow paint for you, but since you were leaving, I didn't bother. You're off of all Facebook restrictions. Post as you will.
Has this been updated for social media?
No, it has
Oh.
not.
Updated for the next
It has not.
generation.
This was first copyrighted in 1936. And if anyone in this room has not read this book, the lessons and the wisdom in this book are absolutely incredible. And I went ahead and got you started with marking a few very key little tidbits in here, just to get you started, because there is just so much information, and it's pretty simple to read, but it is written, you can tell it was written in 1930 to 40, with some of the stories, but it's a lot of stories, but the wisdom in this book in how to navigate life and to talk to and handle people and to handle yourself with talking to people. The lessons are invaluable. So I won't go so far as to say you have to read chapter 1 by the next
We're
meeting.
gonna have a book club.
But I think
Yes.
it would do really, really well for us to read this and discuss, the lessons or the things that pop out to everybody.
I noticed the first one is from John Wanamaker. I saw that when I was 6 years old. I got lost in Wanamaker's
Wanamaker's, yeah,
in
first department.
in Wilmington, Delaware. My parents went down the escalator and I was afraid to get on it. And I got separated from them. And I made the mistake. Back in those days, you left your car unlocked in the parking lot. And I thought I was being so smart. I left the store and went out and just waited in the car.
That's
for
what
them.
I did at Kmart. That's exactly my story.
And my
Kmart,
mother,
Wanamaker.
my mother came out crying. She was so upset
I
with
know.
me. And I thought I was being so smart.
Me too. That is exactly what I did without me.
But like I said, a lot of these quotes were written exactly for Dave Emanuel.
Oh,
How can you say that?
you'll have to come back for the book club.
I will. And I noticed Todd's got lots of yellow lines.
Big arrows.
This is tabbed.
Yeah, but highly recommend you all start devouring this book and marking the passages that make sense to you. So Merry Christmas, everybody.
Thanks, Mark.
Homework.
Homework.
Christmas time.
Curl up in front of the fire and read a little bit.
Like yesterday.
Yep. Okay. With that, we can entertain a motion to adjourn the work session.
Motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Might as well do it. Second.
There you go.
All in favor?
Guess we can start reading now.
End of the year.
Yeah, we
We'll see y'all in there at 7:30.